Welcome to Fandom Schmandom, the fandom podcast that covers everything you love and more. I'm Sierra Obermark.
And I'm Sam Williams. In today's episode, we will be spitefully spoiling about the myth, the legend, the YA movie of the decade. Come for us, Spider-Man. Anyways, it's K-Pop Demon Hunters! Yes. Without further ado, we will, as Roger Smith says, dive on in. So get up to 88, because it's time to travel back to our story recap. Please keep in mind, if you have not yet finished watching or started watching or in any way completed K-Pop Demon Hunters, this podcast, it's full of spoilers. You must know this now. You will be spoiled. So go and finish it. I mean, we're not, as Aurelia, our producer, would say, we're not your mom. But please go finish watching it.
And then come back.
Yes.
We'll be here.
Yes, we
Let's go!
will wait here patiently. We have a job to go to, so you should do it quickly so that you can release us from your earbuds and we can go back to work. Because that's the way it works. We're like leprechauns.
We're hiding inside your earbuds.
Yes.
The people inside the magic box. We're trapped.
So, the world has been set upon by demons for every iota of the Earth's time. However, but every generation, a group of, you guessed it, singers has protected the world with their song, powering something called the Hanmoon, and driving the demons back into their world, where they are ruled over by the demon baby death lord, Guima.
This generation, the honor falls to a K-pop group called Huntrix, a group of 3 young women named Rumi, our main character, Mira, and Zoe, who sing ballads while bludgeoning demons out of this world. Having been trained and essentially raised by former hunter Celine, who was in the group with Rumi's mom before Rumi's mom died, our 3 protagonists are prepped and ready to slay. We see them fight and sing and perform amazing stunts, and the Hanmoon begins to glow gold, a sign that it is being strengthened into a permanent barrier between the worlds.
But Guima cannot allow this to happen. He takes up the offer of a demon singer, Jinu, who plans to create a demon boy band and steal Huntrix fans. Those fans love, support, and souls power the Hanmoon. So if they go, so does the power of the Hanmoon.
In celebration of finally seeing gold in the Hanmoon, Huntrix leader Rumi releases their next single, Golden, to great success, even though Mira and Zoe were really looking forward to couch. But a challenge arises. As they prepare for their promo, Rumi's voice begins to fail her. Mira and Zoe are supportive and try to help even though they don't know the reason why. Rumi is half demon, and her patterns, how hunters can identify demons in disguise, are starting to reach and strangle her voice.
While trying to find a cure for her voice, the girls literally run into the Saja Boys, a new boy band who perform their new song, Soda Pop, to great enthusiasm from adoring crowds. During their performance, the girls realize the boys are demons and set about trying to kill them before they steal any souls.
Mira and Zoe are all in on plan kill Saja Boys, but after having a one-on-one conversation with Jinu, Rumi realizes that hashtag not all demons. Jinu has found out Rumi is not entirely human either, and wants to find her shame, the thing that keeps demons attached at the hip to Guima, so that he can use that to break the girls apart. But now, Rumi feels torn, and wonders what else she might not know about demons, and subsequently herself. Jinu feels torn because he sees himself in Rumi as someone struggling with their circumstances too. Plus, like all good YA male romance options, he really doesn't want to be bad. All he really wants is to be free of Guima.
The two meet a couple of times, always facilitated for their honor by a tiger named Derp it derp McDerpster. No, it's just derpy, but I want it to be the whole thing. And a hat-stealing bird named Sussy, who, let's be honest, they are the real stars of the film. And Rumi and Jinu continue to connect and learn about each other's pasts and fears and dreams for the future.
As Rumi's stress comes between her bond with Mira and Zoe, and the Saja boys steal the hearts and souls of more and more people, the Hanmoon starts to fall apart. Demons are everywhere, and the Idol Awards are Huntrick's last big chance to close the Hanmoon forever.
Rumi approaches Jinu with a plan. Let Huntrix win the Idol Awards and stay on this side of the Hanmoon once it closes, ridding the world and Jinu of Guima and Rumi of her patterns. He agrees, but then is pulled down by Guima, who scares Jinu into believing that there is no escaping his past.
Everything seems to be going well at the awards, but during their performance, Mira and Zoe are tricked by Jinu and the demons into abandoning Rumi on stage, while demons disguised as them expose Rumi's patterns and make it seem as though the group has fought and broken up.
No longer able to hide her patterns, Rumi approaches her friends, but they don't understand how she could have lied for so long. Rumi runs to Celine and begs her to end this, to just kill Rumi, because demons must die. When Celine refuses, Rumi asks why Celine could never love her, all of her, and declares that if the Hanmoon means that all demons are evil and must be separated, then that isn't the Hanmoon she wants to create anymore.
The Saja boys are performing one last time and have wormed their way into the minds of the public, drawing crowds of hypnotized people, all feeling the Saja boys are their only escape. As the crowds begin to march towards Guima himself, ready to give their souls, Rumi appears, no longer hiding who she is, and breaks Mira and Zoe from their trances to fight the onslaught of demons. When it appears they are close to winning, Guima attacks Rumi himself, but Jinu blocks him, sacrificing himself for her. She draws a new blade with the power of his soul and defeats Guima, and Huntrix creates a new Hanmoon.
A short time later, the girls are finally enjoying some relaxation, and Rumi is able to be fully herself, her patterns visible to her friends. They greet some young fans, and the camera pans up to our favorites, Derpy and Sussy, above a Huntrix comeback sign. End of recap. And now, it is time to welcome in our guest for this episode, who has very graciously bequeathed us with her presence. A big welcome to Emma Mayer, aka Emma M. Shelf.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. All right, Emma. So here's the deal. You're going to tell us 4 different things. So I hope you can remember this.
Okay.
And you can't read it at all in the doc. Close your eyes.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. You're going to tell us a little about yourself.
Okay.
You're going to tell us how you got into K-pop and K-pop Demon Hunter. You're going to tell us which soda pop you choose and which Huntrix is your soul.
No, I have to ask there with the, did you mean soda pop? Because I don't drink soda. Or did you mean Saja boy? Because
I do mean Saja boy.
I also don't understand which Huntrix is your soul.
Which Huntrix is your soul?
Yeah, like, which one of them is you? Down to the very soul that you are. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
right, okay.
I can never remember the name Saja Boys, and so to me they've been the Soda Pops.
Not the Soda Pops.
So when I was watching your, like, Halloween videos of the Saja Boys, I'd be like, the Soda Pops! And Heidi would be like, what is Emma doing? I'd be like, look, it's the Soda Pops! And Heidi would be like, she's the Saja Boys. That looks great. They did a great job. And I'd be like,
Heidi thought that? Thank you.
Of course.
That means so much.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So you're clearly not a big fan of K-pop.
Certainly not. It definitely no. I can talk about my costume too, but it really it was it was mostly for the kids. You know what I mean? Like mostly for the kids, but definitely also for us. We definitely thought there were going to be a bunch of kids wearing like the Huntrix costumes. Like I was expecting a ton of Rumis and Miras and Zoes running around this neighborhood. In fact, we only saw one Rumi, and that's complex. Okay. But everybody recognized us, so that is what mattered.
That's
and because
exciting.
We're all adults who do not go to parties on Halloween and instead stay home to help the kids trick or treat. Thank you very much. Yeah. We have nowhere to go, so we were like, "What are the kids going to recognize?" And there were 5 of us, so it was like perfect.
That's awesome.
Incredible.
Absolutely perfect. But yes, anyways, I'm Emma. I am actually a bookstagrammer and a grad student, and that is a shameless plug. Thank you for calling me Emma M. Shelf. Go ahead and give me a follow. And not Korean, so I definitely feel very out of my depth talking about this movie, but I will do my best.
Excellent, as will we all. And if you are Korean and you know a lot more about this, please get in contact with us. We'd love to have you on to talk about it as well. But until then, welcome, Emma.
Thank you. An average white girl.
And you live on 1255 Fairfax Road in Fairfax, Virginia.
Gee, thanks. That's not my address, by the way.
Oh, I would totally 100% certainly give out your real address on a podcast.
It's just like the beep over like you talking about. Okay, wait. So how I got into K-pop? I got into K-pop quite a few years ago. I was a journalist working for Newsweek at the time, and what am I allowed to say that I was working there? Yeah. It's where I was working. Okay, I was a journalist.
Did you sign an NDA for them?
I didn't think so. But my brain was like, maybe. I don't know. I blurred that time of my life out, to be honest. Anyways, I was writing an article about BTS at Newsweek, where I worked as a journalist. And so I started listening to their music while I was writing this article, because I was like, I want to know who they are. And I have a very obsessive personality. So when I get into something, I really get into something. And so BTS just like latched into my little brain that was like so sad and lonely at the time. And they were really good at that. And so I've mostly been a fan of BTS. I've dabbled in some other groups, but BTS has really stuck. and yeah, so as far as K-pop Demon Hunters go, I saw it on Netflix. I put it on my list of things to watch, but it actually was my mom who watched it first, like by herself, which she probably doesn't want me telling people that, but I thought
Shout
it was
out
so
Emma's
cute.
Mom. She lives on 1322 Shoreview Way. Birmingham, Alabama.
One day you're going to come up with a fake address. It's going to be correct.
And it's going to be correct somehow. Yeah. You're a few states off this time, but that's okay. And so yeah, anyway, so my mom watched it and called me and my sister and was like, you guys have to watch this. And so we did. I think literally that night we just like put it on and had my mom on FaceTime while we were watching it, because she like wanted to watch us watch it. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So yeah, in terms of, which soda pop I'd choose, I feel connected to Mystery, mostly because I was him for Halloween this year, which was
well done.
Exceptionally fun as well. And I think he's obviously the most mysterious of them all. He's kind of the Zayn Malik of Saja Boys One Direction, which is very entertaining to me. Yeah. And so which Huntrix is me? I will say, yes. I wish that I was Mira so badly. I wish I could look you guys in the face and say, I am Mira. Unfortunately, that's definitely not who I am. I am probably more Zoe than anybody else. My sister and my roommates agreed that they think I'm most like Zoe as well too. So, don't have the main character energy of Rumi. Do not have the badassery of Mira.
Who does though? But have you ever met anybody that you've been like, that person's Rumi? That's crazy.
I've met people who think they're Rumi.
Right.
I was just going to say that.
And those people are all actually demons. So, tricks on them.
But yeah, so definitely most like Zoe, who is so lovely and fun, and I love her. Yeah.
Fantastic. I will let the audience know that the only reason why we are having this podcast in the first place is because once upon a time, I went to school at Oxford, and so did Emma. And Emma asked me randomly in the Exeter College courtyard, have you listened to Demon Slayer? Nope.
No.
Have you listened to K-pop Demon Hunters?
Get
And
me
I
back
said-
on here for another podcast to talk about Demon Slayer.
Absolutely.
And I'm all about that because I love
100%.
anime as well.
Yes, absolutely. Sierra, have you watched Demon Hunter?
Demon Slayer.
Sierra, have you watched Demon Slayer?
I have not.
Okay, so that, when we're done with all the other
Yeah.
things this year, you can watch
Yeah,
that.
do that.
That sounds great.
I'm going to take you all back and share with you the only reason why we're having this podcast is because once upon a time, I attended Oxford University. And so did Miss Emma at the same time. And we were sitting in the Exeter College courtyard, and she asked me, Sam, have you watched K-pop Demon Hunter? And I said, no, but my wife is watching it right now. And she said, well, you gotta watch it. And I said, all right, great. And then she, proceeded to bring up one of the songs. It will take you 6 years to guess which one of the songs she played for me. Emma, do you even remember?
I do remember.
Oh, good. Okay, Sierra, take a shot. Which of the songs do you think Emma played me first?
Oof. To play for some, I feel like it can't be golden because of this setup. And I feel like the first one that I heard was Your Idol. So it could be. The first one that my daughter heard was Soda Pop. So that's also a fairly good option. But I'm going to go with What It Sounds Like.
Mm.
Emma, would you like to reveal?
I played Free in the middle of that courtyard.
Very nice.
Over
And
a
so-
glass of white wine that cost me £8, we listened
Yes.
to all of Free out loud while people were doing things. Yeah. It was great.
It was great. I was sitting there sipping a cherry Coke being like, this rocks. Later that night when I called Heidi and was like, hey, I listened to a Demon Hunter song. She's like, oh my gosh, which one? And I was like, Free. And she's like, okay, I'm glad you like it because there's a lot of great songs if you liked Free.
I love Free. What? I
love
don't accept
Free.
no
It's
free
great.
slander.
It's just, it's not slanderous. I'm just saying, when you think about K-pop Demon Hunter, most
That's not
people
the
are
main
like,
one.
Golden.
Yeah.
Or the diss song, or Soda Pop, any of them.
Yeah.
Not Free, normally.
I thought you'd like it.
Well, I found K-pop Demon Hunters in a similar way to Emma, where I saw it on Netflix and I was like, another one of those things. Maybe it'll be interesting, and then didn't think anything about it. And then one of my friends sent me a workout video to, I want to say how it's done. And was like, we have to do this. It was with Britt.
Oh, excellent. Our editor.
So our friend sent it to both of us at the same time. I was like, we got to do this together. And I was like, what is this from? They were like, it's from K-pop Demon Hunters. You haven't seen it yet? And I was like, no, I haven't seen it yet. And Britt's like, you got to watch it. It's really good. And our friend is like, you really got to watch it. Okay. Watch it tonight. Get the kids and just all watch it together, and I'll FaceTime you while you watch it, because she wanted to see my reaction.
That's so cute.
I love that. That's very cute.
So it's the same thing. So when you were saying that that's what your mom did, I was very excited because that was the same thing.
That's
so
what
fun.
my child's mother did. That's what I did.
So I made a little fort, and we sat and watched it, and it was very exciting. And I only saw about 3/4 of it the first time because I had a baby crawling all over me, but it was still great.
Cute.
And then I rewatched it, and I've probably seen it 10 plus
Mhm.
times since my daughter's watched it at least 15 times. She
Amazing.
watched it 3 times back to back to back on a plane not long ago, so I've
Fantastic.
lost count.
I actually almost did that too on my flight home from London. I downloaded it and I watched it. I watched it once and then I almost put it on again and I was like, I feel like I can't.
But you can.
But I
It is
should
your
have.
life. 100%.
You're an adult.
I mean, you are closer to Sierra's daughter age than you are mine, but that's not, that's not true at all. But
I
Not
was
how
like,
it
how
feels.
old is your daughter?
4.
She's four.
Okay. Okay.
But you were the person who I shouted out the other day and it was like, Ricky Martin. Oh, yeah, from Shrek 2.
Oh, he's the one who does that song from Shrek 2. Yeah.
Livin' La Vida Loca. That's this Emma, Sierra.
No. No.
So be warned, friends. If you hear
I
your
didn't-
name in a blooper reel, you are cursed to come on as our guest. Oh, man. Okay, so a question for you, Sierra. Who would be your
Yes.
soda pop?
Who would be my soda pop?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. I think I have to go with Genu and just be a basic about it.
Mhm.
I think I don't know enough about any of the others. I just don't.
Okay. That's fair.
That's valid.
And then who would be your Huntrix soul?
I think Emma, I think I'm right there with you. I think I'm Zoe. I don't have main character energy, nor do I have the upfrontness to be Mira. Although that would be cool. I'd probably rather be Rumi than Mira, but I think I'm Zoe.
And it's not to say that we're like, this is no Zoe slander either. She's a
No.
wonderful character. She is so empathetic and loves her girls so much and loves what she does. And it comes at it with like joy and excitement.
Mhm.
But she's just, and she's still a badass.
Yes,
Absolutely.
especially when she raps.
Especially when we have to
Which-
bleep swear words on this podcast, Emma!
Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't realize, even bad as
Yeah.
I say it again.
Yeah, we do.
Good to know. Sorry. I should have asked. She's a bad
Okay.
butt.
I hate that. I hate that more.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get creative. Here we go.
So, Sam,
Yes.
same questions.
Ah.
Which soda pop would you choose?
Sparky's root beer. Listen, I know G-News. No. Yes. Got it. Nailed it. The name.
G-News.
G-News. Okay.
Genu.
I know G-News' name. And I now know Mystery's name because Emma said it.
Oh, no.
And that's where my knowledge of the names go. But I will describe this man to you.
Yes.
I will tell you which one it is.
You
I think I know who it is. Continue.
if you take Justin Bieber's hair from
Yes.
2007,
Yes.
8, and you turn him upside down for a moment, and you put him in a southern hemisphere toilet because it's not swirled the right way for northern hemisphere toilet, and you flushed it, and then you made this man come back up and then blow dried his hair, that would be the one I would pick.
Abby.
I think
Is
Abby
is
too.
it Abby? Is that the
But
He
one
has a
that...
hat
In the
and
Hawaiian
the
shirt.
Hawaiian shirt with the abs.
I have no idea. It's the one that Zoe likes.
Well, Zoe likes mystery.
Oh, that's mystery.
Oh. It's the one with the really, his eyes are covered constantly.
That's
hair.
mystery.
Oh.
Do you know why he's called that? Because his
Because
face
no one
is
knows
a
what he's-
mystery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Abby is because he's got abs.
He's got abs.
No,
So there's-
not interested in that one. I'm let's be real here. I am too insecure for Abby. I would be constantly doing crunches all day, every day if I wanted Abby to be my soda pop boy. No.
I totally thought you were going to pick Baby.
Baby
I thought
Saja.
you were a Baby Saja guy. The rapper.
Baby
I do
Saja
like
is
him.
the little rapper.
I
Yeah.
thought Baby Saja was going to be your man.
But when I hear him, I hear the rapper from Squid Games in my earballs, and I really
What?
loved that character, but could not stand that character.
is that T.O.P.? That's his name in real life, right?
Is it? Fantastic. Incredible.
That
No,
is so
I'm going
funny.
with Mystery, which
Wow,
apparently
I'm
I
outnumbered.
Okay.
now know
All
his
right.
name. Good for me. So, okay, wait.
Mhm.
There's Genu, and then the rest
Yep.
of them all have, like, nicknames?
That
Yeah,
like
they're
the-
Abby. It's Abby Saja, Baby Saja, Romance, and Mystery.
Yeah.
His name is Romance?
the
Huh?
yeah, the one with the long pink hair. It's romance.
So,
Because it's like he's on the cover of a romance novel.
okay. All right, that makes more sense. I was going to be like, so they picked one guy that could go around and have fun. The other guy had to do constant crunches. The other guy had to remain a mystery. And then this other guy needed to be swaddled?
No.
That's
He's
what
just
you do with
like,
babies.
He's
I know,
just
but it's more just like he's the youngest. He's probably
Yeah.
the Makane.
Okay, so he's Emma.
yes.
Sure. Yeah.
I am also.
I am the
Maknae.
oldest on this podcast, and it bothers me to no end.
By like a schmidgen.
By a month.
We
and a bit.
appreciate your wisdom, Hyung.
Oh, thank you. My lack of soda pop name boy people. To answer
I'm
the
gonna
other
call you
question,
Hyung all the
which
time
Huntrix
now.
is my soul?
Yes.
I have always felt like no one has truly understood who I am. There's this deepness inside me that I feel like no one can get to. And I just like, at like a lake, I feel deep. And so, Emma just in the back. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. No,
You're being millennial cringe right now.
I know.
This is so millennial cringe.
Okay. In all honesty, I too would like to say Mira because she is my absolute favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But there's that scene right at the beginning where they're all very upset to have found out about demons on their plane, and Zoe shouts in discomfort and disgust with fries in her mouth, and I'm like, that's me. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Zoe as well. Although
Yeah.
I do have the ability to be as upfront and unnerving as Mira, but I'm just not as cool. She's just too cool for me.
I really think that the marker of whether or not you could be Mira, could you wear a sleeping bag to the Met Gala?
I
a great-
would. I'll give you that. Now, would people think it's cool? I think they think I'm homeless, so I think that's the way that would go. Good. All right. So now that we finally finished up all of us answering all of those questions, welcome, Emma, to our podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Time for a reality check. How did this movie get off the ground? Well, Maggie Kang, the wonderful Maggie Kang, wished to tell a story that was deeply rooted in Korean culture. She is a Korean, born in Korea, raised in North America, and wanted to show the world her culture and celebrate it, just the same as other cultures have been known and celebrated across the world. And she felt as though Korea had been a little overlooked and wanted to really get it out in the open. So the original concept was around demons and demon hunters, as well as the Jeosung Saja, or the Grim Reaper, which is where the name Saja in Saja Boys comes from. The K-pop element was actually added a little bit later in the story development, and Maggie became pretty excited to turn the Sajas into idols, saw that really cool opportunity, which is pretty fantastic. Maggie also really wanted to make sure that a lot of the mythology from Korea made it into the film, and that it also included the style of them fitting into the style of the film. Just like all of the demons that we see, the demons on the plane, the water demons, really showing their traditional style and not having that get lost within the animation. There was also a goal to make the film for a broad audience, so they could tackle adult themes like shame, isolation, self-acceptance, etc., while also being accessible to younger audiences. And I think we can definitely say that succeeded.
So what was the critics' reaction? Overwhelmingly positive. It has a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, and to give you a taste of some of the critic responses. We've got Kevin Mayer from The Times, that's in the UK, a fresh score, and he said, K-pop Demon Hunters articulates these battles in metaphor, and it also offers a giddy, glowing, and eventually roaring release. Kelechi Ehanulo from Empire Magazine said, an animated film showing you how it's done, as Huntrix would put it. This is a stunning musical treat, a joy for all ages. Now warm up the vocal cords and bring on the sequel. So a huge, rousing, raging success from critics. And also, amazingly, it's got a 99% on the popcorn meter on Rotten Tomatoes, which is the fans' reaction, which I, up until this point, kind of thought was impossible just because of how much review bombing happens. And it feels like, per the people that usually like to review bomb, a Korean pop movie doing well would have been rife for that, and it wasn't. That's just how incredible this movie is.
And we can also see that with the fan reaction, because it basically has become an obsession for many people. Younger audiences, surprisingly to the developers of the film, the younger audiences actually picked up on the more adult themes that they put in, and also found that it resonated with them and their friendships and their lives. Even in my small town, there were 3 roomies and a Zoe on Halloween, and I was able to point them all out very excitedly to my daughter, who luckily was very happy being a witch this year. Most parents that I know say that their kids watch the movie and listen to the soundtrack over and over, and also many adults and parents without their kids around also just listen to it and watch it on their own. So I think that that really proves that broad audience success that they were going for. It's also taken over social media. There are so many theories and noticings and all of these jokes of parents being more into it than their kids, which really crack me up. And I think the impact of this movie on general fans is best summed up by this post that I saw. For those of you who fixated a little too hard on K-pop Demon Hunters, how's that Felix effect treating you? Because it has created an enormous surge in K-pop fans in general, many of whom gravitated towards such bands that they thought were similar to the Soulja Boys. So you've got ATEEZ, Stray Kids, even a resurgence in BTS as well. Now that they're all back in
a resurgence.
Resurgence. So this movie's just really created a huge snowball effect into all of these different aspects of the music industry and film and animation, all of those things.
I went to the movies when it got brought back for a sing-along version, and gosh, this was in like August, I think, and the theater was absolutely packed. So it was me and my sister who's 20, my roommate who's 21, me at 25, and then my mom.
We get it! You're young! Good God!
And me, 25.
Oh my God!
Freshly 25. But we were there and we were surrounded by little kids and a bunch of little girls and their moms, and you couldn't hear the film over them, and they were quoting the movie along with like the lines. They weren't just singing along, like they were speaking every single line along with.
That's amazing.
And it was so annoying at first. Like we were like, why do they have to, and they wouldn't sit down. They were just so excited. And so we were sitting there, you know, adults in a kid film going, why won't these kids sit down? And I think my mom left for like 20 minutes. She was overstimulated by the kids talking before we all were like, you know what? Like, we're in their territory here. Like, we need to just like enjoy this with them. So we ended up just like singing along as loud as we possibly, like I think my roommates and I, we were yelling the lyrics of This Is What It Sounds Like. And my mom came back with a marg. Like, we all had a blast. It was so much fun. But yeah, we won't be doing that again for kids' movies. Sing-along versions anyway.
I have a follow-up question because I do not know what a marg is.
Oh.
Margarita.
Cool.
Am I not allowed to say that? Oh, okay.
You're allowed to say that. Your mom is...
Sure.
Your mom is, I believe, above 21, is she not?
Indeed. Yeah, indeed.
Okay. I know you guys are all fairly young, but my assumption is she's going to be older than 25.
But yes, yeah. So we had a blast. It was so much fun. But the kids just like are obsessed.
I do feel like for some of these, you have to start putting an age bracket for which sing-alongs you're letting people go to. Like, hey, this one's for teenagers or up. This one's for under 12.
See, and the thing about that, though, I will say is like we were not the only adults in there either,
Right?
And
I'm
that's
sure.
and that's like the point of this movie is it is so gripping to every single kind of audience. Like
Yeah.
Sierra was saying, like you have adults watching it on our own without children, like, and it is just so much fun. And so when my household and I dressed up as the Saja Boys for Halloween, we had the soundtrack playing very loudly on the street while people were trick-or-treating, and I will like probably never forget this because I thought it was so cute, but we had just like a big mass of kids coming all at once, and everybody was dancing and singing along to Soda Pop, and you just had like these little kids who are in their costumes, and we were all just singing Soda Pop, and it was so much fun. Like, that's the point of this. It's so fun. And I don't remember the last time a movie did this. Like,
Yes, you do. I'm going to tell you right now. You were like 14 when it happened. Okay? And it was the scourge of everyone's existence. Let it go. Let it go.
You're right. I completely forgot about Frozen.
Because
so this is the biggest thing since Frozen.
Blocked it out of their head.
You're right.
I don't care about that movie anywhere. I think Frozen was the last time that I remember this happening, and I find this is so much more palatable because as much as I liked Let It Go when I first heard it, it's a Disney ballad, and like any Disney ballad, if you sing it too much, it is too much. But so far with this music, I have been very like, this is awesome, this rocks.
No, the soundtrack is incredible, and I even had a friend on Instagram ask me for more song recommendations. Like K-pop song recs that sounded like Your Idol. And so I made like a whole playlist. And it just got people so into like all kinds of different K-pop bands because the songs themselves are, and the songwriters, and I know that the singer who played Rumi's singing voice did a lot of the writing as well. And like, just incredible. Like absolutely incredible.
It's been amazing. Keep your finger on the pause button and rewind that tape. It's time for the prestige category of what did we notice on this watch through? Okay, instantly on this watch through today, when I rewatched the movie again, I was instantaneously amazed at how well the movie gels. Like just so right off the bat. The trio's chemistry, right? Their animated chemistry and the voice acting chemistry immediately is instant. And so is the humor, and so is the superhero level powers that don't feel rushed, right? These big moments. They jump backwards out of an airplane. It took Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 100 minutes before he jumps backwards off. And right, that is one of the all-time best moments in animated movie history. So I'm not trying to directly compare it to that. What I am saying though is that sometimes when you're world building, if you rush the superpowers too much, it can feel like you're overloading on it and like it's unearned. But because this group gelled so well with introducing the plane flying off, taking to the wrong place, that demons are on the plane, that they're going to kill them. We see a flash of their weapons coming out. We see the demons turning into actual demons and them having conversations. And then you're just able to instantly buy into, yep, this is how powerful they are. Without any complaints of like what we see in Star Wars all the time, right? With Mary Sue talk. Like people, I think were willing to buy in instantly. Something about how good that writing is in that movie sets this off on such a like speed.
It helps that you have a song playing that is perhaps one of the best ones on the soundtrack at the same time. Like, and it really just like you're in it and you're like, okay. I think it was that song exactly that made me sit there and be like, this is phenomenal.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to watch this movie. Telling you right now. I'm gonna keep watching. Absolutely.
I also feel that the way that the art styles blend together works so well. I didn't necessarily notice all of the, exaggerated facial expressions and all of those the first time that I watched it. But now, every single time that I go back and watch, I feel like I find a new one in a new moment. And I think that the first time that it really sparks off is when they're angry, when they're shoving all the food in their faces.
Yes.
Because it's so unrealistic in the best possible way. Just all of the like sushi rolls and all of the snacks and everything, and just cramming their faces full of food, and then the absolute fury over not being able to eat the pre-show ramyun is amazing.
Oh, I love it. Speaking of, I think the person who's most upset is Zoe, but Mira is also very upset. And I will just hands out right here. I know I already said she's my favorite, but instantly in this scene, I'm like, she's cool. She's powerful. She's hot-tempered, but understanding. She is this perfect dynamic side character. Somebody who is complex, right? In a short amount of time. Like, there's really not a whole lot of time given to anything in this movie outside of Rumi's main storyline and her relationship. And yet I find both of her sidekicks extremely well written and complex.
I think the thing for me that was also so gravitating about Mira was both of her voice actors, Audrey Nuna and Mei Hong, who do the singing and the dialogue. Their voices are so hot. Like, they have the hottest voices, and she is so sultry, but also, like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Just the timbre of her voice is just like...
I think she has a depth to her voice, a deepness that resonates with her character in a way that, like, is very attractive, especially with the way that they designed her face painting. Not just from a makeup standpoint, but like the composition that they give her skin and everything as well. From a color theory perspective, it's really well done. And I think it's supposed to evoke that sort of reaction from you. She reminds me a little bit of Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, if you've ever seen that show.
Yes.
Where I'm like, man, this is like Korean Rosa, it feels like. I'm like, this is incredible. On the flip side, though, we've got the Soda Pop Boys, and which I whatever. I just love Mystery a ton, but I think they're all a very, very funny dynamic. And I think that the leaning into the, like, sort of, the fact that boy groups get made fun of all the time, and that they just decide to make fun of it even more. But that these demons are, like, sort of making fun of it, but also living their best lives as these... as these, Soja Boys. But, not Soja Boys. Soja Boys. Soja Boy told him! The Soja Boys, especially just from that opening move in front of Guima, right? They're trying to, like, pitch, and then they do the move. And Guima's like, what the heck? But Guima's so desperate to not be utterly destroyed or closed off from Earth that he's like, all right.
My favorite thing is that he goes, how do you expect this to work? And every single time we watch this, my daughter makes me say it along, where they have the little moment of the sultry music in the background and the hair flipping from side to side, and as they're transforming from demon into boy band member. And then it cuts to the demons standing behind them. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll totally work.
I really wish they got Patrick Warburton for that one line.
Oh my gosh.
See, that's the guy who plays Kronk, fantastic. Emma, because you're so young.
Yeah. No, I know who that is. His name didn't register.
Patrick Warburton.
I've seen Seinfeld too. I just
Yeah, he's in Seinfeld. Well done. Good job. Well, I will send you a cookie through the mail.
Yay, cookie.
Yeah, I wish they got Patrick Warburton to do that because, he has that famous line in Emperor's New Groove.
So
mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work. It's all coming together.
Oh my gosh.
No, I love Mystery so much. The part where he starts barking during the fan signing, like, my sister and I had to, like, pause and go back and watch that several times because it's so quick, never explained, ever. Why is he barking? And then the way Zoe just smacks him. Bad Saja boy. Like, what? And did we just move on? Like, what? It was so good.
I really want to know that he was a dog that got turned into a demon. Somehow. Some way,
such
some
a
shape.
mystery. Yeah.
Hey, that's why they call him that, babe.
I've seen theories that he's somehow Mira's brother. That there's some crazy thing because when you see the family portrait at the beginning, there's the three of them and her, and then when you see it later, then you see the parents later, but you don't see the brother, and they're wearing similar earrings or something like that, and maybe something happened to him, and that's why the parents don't talk to her anymore, and there's a huge, huge theory that somehow he is her brother who became a demon and something. And they're backing it up by saying, oh, well, Mira and Mystery never interact. It's always, and they never fight each other, and they never have anything to say to each other, which I think is very interesting. I don't know that I can get behind it, but it is interesting. It does not explain the barking.
Does not. Maybe that's why his face is covered.
Maybe that is why, so that she doesn't recognize him. I find that intriguing as a fan theory, and totally something that I'm going to chuck out the door. Like, it feels like a fan theory that's like cool, but like no way. It's kind of like when people were like, "Did you know that Ron is the half-blood prince because his cousin was a Muggle?" And it's like,
no. You tried.
You did. You tried.
You tried.
You did try. But you failed. Take your 11-year-old self off the internet and go cry about it. Because I may have been the one who said that. I may have written a very long fan post about it on a major fan thing. Got a lot of views and a lot of hate. It's cool. I'm totally not scarred at all.
That is wild.
The lore that's being revealed right now.
Who knew it would be spoilers? Severus Snape! Or no clues.
There are quite a few really cool fan theories. I've seen Guima as Rumi's dad. That is one I can't get behind either. I don't really see.
I really hope it's not Genu, I gotta tell you that.
Well, that would... No, like...
What's wrong with you?
God, the flat tire that Emma's brain just took while processing that. Well,
the screech. Well,
yeah.
No, he has to have purple hair, or else where did Rumi get that from? Like,
right, of course. Yeah, couldn't have dyed it. Not at all.
Which is literally the only reason why. Well, no, because she's got purple hair as a kid, which is why I think it is natural. Which is where people are coming up with the Guima as her dad, because his like flames are purple. But I don't. That one's a far stretch to me. However, would make a really, really great prequel. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all about the prequel, huh? You want to see what happened?
I am all about the prequel. That, to me, is even more interesting, honestly, than Genu and Rumi, is the romance between a hunter and a demon, and the fact that they have a kid. Like, I need that explained immediately.
I also want to hear 90s K-pop, for sure.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, because Rumi is born in the 90s. Let's hope, cross our fingers here. She old enough? Or
She's a 2004 baby. Sorry, guys.
No!
How old are they supposed to be? Does anybody know?
Probably your age.
Rumi and Mira around 23, 24. Zoe at around 22, 23. So, that's interesting.
Okay, so...
Okay.
2000 to 2003 babies.
Yeah. It would be very interesting
the same
also.
Age as Stray Kids.
It would be very interesting to me to see a bit of prequel as well, to like figure out how Zoe came from America to Korea to join this group. Like, was it And how did they get chosen to be a part of this? Obviously, Rumi is, in the family, which I actually have seen people say, like, real K-pop fans would not really like that, because nepotism is kind of something that in a lot of these groups gets looked down upon, which is very interesting to me. But yeah, trying to figure out, like, how they all came together, how they got chosen for this role instead of just being a normal K-pop group would be very interesting.
Yeah, totally.
Guys, can we talk about Jinu and his betrayal of his family?
Yes.
Because I do feel like that took me by surprise. Like, his initial story was tragic, but it didn't quite actively paint him to be, like, a villain, But the truth of, like, what he did when we find it out, abandoning his mother and sister to the slums so that he could live in the palace instead, is, like, actually insanely bad. And I guess I just found myself reflecting on that after and saying, like, I'm really glad they actually did that for his story, because I think a lot of the time in kid movies, the demon doesn't actually end up being a demon. You know what I mean? Like, it would be...
I killed somebody, but he was actually a super bad guy, and it was for this poor family that needed bread because I'm Jean Valjean.
Right, exactly. And this is where you
because
make out the Hugh Jackman impression. But, like, what Jinu did was, like, actually genuinely very bad. And I think so that's what made, like, to me, that's what made his death so much better, too, is, like, retribution, I suppose.
Retributionable.
Retributionable. And supposedly, here's another fan theory for you guys. Supposedly, also, in the beginning sequence, when we see, like, the first demon hunter trio, they save a woman and a young girl from demons. And I've seen people say that that was Jinu's family, which is very interesting. I don't know if there's any merit to that as well, other than they look the same, but...
The very first...
But they don't look exactly the same, though.
Yeah.
So they could just be older.
Because I saw this, and I went and I looked.
Yeah.
And I went back, and then I went forward, and I went back, and I went forward multiple times. And they're very similar, but it could just be the animation. But I also feel like, why would you make them that close?
Yeah, that's my point.
If there wasn't something there.
Yeah.
So.
To go back to what you were talking about, I think it is imperative to the story's plot point that his sin was a lot worse. Because when I was watching this movie the first time, and I went, that's it? No. He's going to reveal something more later. I can taste it. Like, it was in my bones with this idea of, like, he is not being particularly forthcoming, and this is going to bite his bottom later. And it did. It did bite his bottom later. But, if you don't, I think it removes the emotional stakes quite a bit, and it makes his death a lot less impactful, because this is someone who's genuinely a bad guy, right? He is selfish. This is the epitome of evil in the way that he is separating himself out, right? In this time and in this culture, this is, we're still in a patriarchal form of society in Korea at this stage of their history. He is supposed to be taking care of his family, and he abandons his little sister and his mother, the woman who birthed him, to the cold, unforgiving arms of outside the palace. And that's a big mistake, dude. Unforgivable.
Yeah, when I watched it for the first time, because obviously, as I said, I had a baby crawling all over me, and so I couldn't pick up on every little detail. I thought it was his wife and daughter, which would have been way worse.
Sisters and mothers everywhere going, no, it's not.
No, I mean, but think about it, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
I'm sorry. Abandoning your wife and child is worse than abandoning your mom and your sister. Both horrible. But what I thought, and then I'm like, and now he's over here 400 years later and still doesn't care about said wife? Like, I was very confused for a while.
How am I supposed to be invested in this guy's romance when his previous romance went so poorly?
Exactly. I was very confused for a short time until I figured it out.
Oh, it's his mom and his sister. Well, that's way better.
way better, just slightly less bad.
Just, okay. He may kiss Rumi now.
But he doesn't.
He doesn't. He gets very close with the flames of Guima at his back.
Dun dun dun.
No, he's dead. Well, actually, yes. Cue the open mark for his death.
He died. Dun, dun, dun. Or did he?
Or did he? Speaking of the animation, including like those sort of animated tricks around like when Guima is absorbing people or not, or consuming them in fire, all that animation is just crazy good. I was so impressed when Into the Spider-Verse came out because that animation was like mind-boggling. And per any person that gets interviewed on any podcast or article at all that works in animation, they're like, this is next level, groundbreaking, like super incredible sort of stuff, like original Pixar level, gonna change the industry type of thing. And I feel like we are seeing an iteration of, all right, so this is what now good animation looks like that's coming out of that sort of Into the Spider-Verse realm. And I'm just very, very excited about that potential of what animated movies can look like now. No comments. Good. Okay. Oh my gosh, Emma, you came up with a thumbs up on the thing. Okay. Also, Guima's voice, super cool. But does anybody else get a bit of vibes from the Prince of Egypt there? Anybody know what I'm talking about?
You mean like God?
Know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the burning bush. Which is a really cool scene. But I feel like they listened to that and they were like, that's what our demon sounds like.
So I actually got that plus Calcifer.
Calcifer.
From Howl's Moving Castle? You hear Billy Crystal and Guima?
No, in the visual.
This is what happens when you put Calcifer in a god body.
Exactly.
You put Val Kilmer and Billy Crystal together, you get Guima.
No, just the animation was very Calcifer-esque.
Yeah.
And then the voice... And so just all together, it was slightly disorienting because I was like, Calcifer, no!
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Also, you sound unlike Billy.
Although I did recognize Lee Byung-hun's voice like immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Which was very exciting.
Which character is that?
So he plays the front man in Squid Game. And after watching him play that that terrifying role, to be honest. Yeah. Watching him play a little purple flame that is supposedly eating people was very fun. And I definitely really liked that they didn't make Guima like a big scary demon. Like he was just like kind of this all-knowing flame.
Amorphous.
Yeah.
Amorphous flame that sometimes eats people.
Which I guess is where you're getting the Val Kilmer God vibes from. So I see that.
There you go.
I see that a little bit.
Get it. Continuing along with this film, it is a very important moment to note when I fell in love with the film, which was the appearance of a little hat on a bird and a big old blue tiger. But really, the bird, I gotta tell you, they are legit. This is Sussy and Derpy. They are legit my favorite characters, and I don't know that will ever change. You could write a whole nother much better movie, and this is already a great movie, and it could not have those characters, and I'd be like, it was not worth it.
Nope. So my friend who told me to watch this movie, she warned me, she goes, I'll tell you when the main character shows up. I was like, nope, okay, sure. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that will be obvious.
Absolutely no information other than I had heard Your Idol. And so I had figured based on listening to that, the boy band was going to be bad. So from there, I went and I started watching it, and I kind of am watching, and then I look at her and she goes, nope, not any of them. I was like, okay, I guess it's not any of these main characters that are the main character. And then we get introduced to all the guys, and she's like, nope, not any of them either. I'm like, okay, what is happening here? And then whoop, that one. And I was like, yes, this tracks.
Yeah.
The second I saw, because you see them walking through in the demon world for a moment with Genu, but they look relatively normal for that world. And then this first time you see them appear in the human world, you're like, ah, yes, I shall love you forever.
And I love the fact that we find out and we get the visual of Genu, like, in the demon world, making a little hat for a little bird that he found. Like, what?
It's very quite cute.
It is so cute.
Okay. Now that I've talked about my favorite part of the movie, we must talk about the actual legitimate complaint I have about this film, which is there's this sequence that happens as soon as their manager sort of gets kidnapped all the way up through right before we have the sort of climactic song where Rumi breaks the other two free and they start fighting. And the reason why I have a complaint here is because it feels a little bit rushed. We have this, sort of huge, for lack of a better term, sort of a come to Jesus moment where Rumi is like, I'm a demon and this Hanmoon is not the one that I want to work for. I want to work for something else. And Celine, you should kill me. And my best friends abandoned me, and they're so mad that I was, lying to them for years and years and years. Which all gets dealt with on a surface level and not really in depth. Mm-hmm. And that's, I think, my biggest complaint is that there's just not enough development of the other two friends' feelings, diving into that. Now, they don't, like, the way that they set it up, they just don't have time. Where we're now rushing towards the end. But I think that's the main problem with the movie, is that we needed a little bit more time through the journey about this, instead of boom, now and we have to fight, so now you're just back to me. And in addition, where it's like, oh wait, has Celine been the other real villain this whole time? Yeah, kind of, but she's in the movie for like 6 seconds, so there's not a real moment to sit with it. Now this might get fixed over time if we get more movies and we get more in-depth conversations, but because this is the solo story and Celine ends up being such the big baddie who's been like, no, I can't love all of you. The demons are bad. And Rumi has this realization that, no, all of me needs to be able to exist. And this isn't just going away when the Hanmoon closes. That moment there is just whoosh, we whoosh right by it. And here we are to the big fight, because the real storyline is her and her beau.
I think, yeah, I do feel the same way. We have the whole scene with Rumi and Celine, and I feel like it definitely should have been expanded and dive into Celine's thoughts maybe a little bit more. And, we have these flashbacks here and there of her saying, you can't tell them, they won't understand, they aren't going to like you anymore, essentially, which is kind of rich coming from her, who only likes the part of her that represents her mom, and it's very troubling. And then also we get Mira and Zoe's snap into being taken over really just by one line. You don't deserve a family, and you are too much and not enough, which are both very, very intense thoughts to have and lines. And you can see that clearly these are thoughts that they have had and now they're giving into, but they're not explored really in the rest of the film, except for one line in golden for each of them at the beginning, and the moment that Zoe has with Dr. Han, who peers into her soul with big bulging eyes. And it's really not clarified what happened with Mira's family. Did she just want to become an idol and they didn't understand that? Is there more to it? Was she just too different? What's going on there? We also have no information about Zoe's family at all. We know that she was raised in America, and then we don't know how she got over here. We don't know where her family is. So
we do know a little bit. The only thing I do know is that her parents are divorced, and one of her parents was in America, one was in Korea. And so I do know she is a child of divorce, which I think shows a lot in her character when Mira and Rumi fight. And she is very, very concerned about the group, about their relationship, and making sure they get along. So they gave her a little bit of that depth, but I completely agree with both of you guys. I think that they definitely could have been far more fleshed out, and especially, I think Celine is the one I have said, you know, in a prequel would be amazing with her story, but also, like, I'm maybe under the impression that in order to try to understand how Celine was raising Rumi, you would have to see her entire relationship with Rumi's mom, which would take a lot longer than they can maybe put in the film. But
7 TV episode series, here we go. 7 seasons on the way.
Yeah.
No, I'm in total agreement.
I think the last thing that is rushed in this latter section is also Rumi not only having her patterns spread and affect her voice, but now she has demon abilities.
I have demon powers! And I know how to use them instantly.
Exactly. And I think it's a little odd, and there's not even a moment where she tries it. She just does it. And so we don't get any of her understanding, oh, look what I can do now. And we don't get any explanation as to why exactly. The only thing that I can think of that would mirror that is when Genu is explaining how he started transforming into a demon and the pattern started expanding on him. Then he became more and more and more demon, and then he was transported into the demon world for the rest of eternity. And so it's just very unclear, because Rumi is only half demon, how she can have these powers, but isn't getting sucked into the demon world, but might, but keeps her patterns, but now is on the other side of the Han Moon. Can she still teleport?
I really, really, really thought we were going to have her at some point struggle so much with being bad for a second that she was going to hear Guima. I thought that moment was coming. As soon as they said, oh, you don't hear him in your ear, I thought, here it comes. We're getting like a Harry Potter Scar moment where it's going to blare for a second. But no, we didn't. And that's okay. And I keep juxtaposing this movie with Into the Spider-Verse, I think mainly just because those are my 2 favorite animated movies of this decade. And they have obviously similarities, both animation-wise in terms of just like the absolute awe that is created through this, and also with superhero elements. Now, Into the Spider-Verse is like a movie about gaining powers. So the moment that they lead up to in the climax where he finally, you know what, I am in complete control. That's not what I'm asking for when I'm asking for a moment to pause to see that Rumi is like, oh, now I understand it. And boom, she's got powers. I would like that moment, and instead it's just like, bloop, 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 and I've transported myself many places, many times. And it just kind of comes out of nowhere. And that's a little disappointing in that moment. And versus, I feel like you could give like 2 counts of a song to, oh, okay, and here we go. Which we don't get, and I think kind of is needed for that moment for me to be completely sunk into that story.
Yeah, agreed.
I see that. As a writer, though, I will say, as a writer who struggles immensely sometimes with trying to explain things, you can get away with it in kids' movies. I feel like maybe adults are the ones who are like, and why didn't, like, how did she know? But the kids are like, you know, and that's what's so fun about even, you know, I'm trying to write like a children's chapter book of my own, and it's like, I constantly tell myself to sit back and relax because I don't need to explain how every little thing works. The kids don't care about that. They like, so I just,
my nerddom brain does.
I know. And I'm inclined to almost say, like, because, you know, the demon parts of her were always there, it almost just seems like
second nature.
like something that she can just all of a sudden do because the powers have, surfaced in their entirety, manifested. Yeah. So,
I mean,
I don't know.
They can't do what they do in the other demon thing, the Demon Slayer, where they take like 35 minutes out of a movie in order to explain how this kid is getting this power. So
35.
I get
That was like a whole hour for
I know,
just
it
the
really
one.
was. I'm so happy to welcome you eventually into this fandom, Sierra. You will be just as frustrated and in love as all of us.
It is so fun. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You know, you don't always have to face down a horde of angry soldiers by yourself. Buckle up, Schmisseners. It's our Sansa is smarter than John category. What is the most important character moment of this movie? For me, I believe that it's Rumi deciding to embrace who she is and make a new Honmun.
I think right up there with that is Jinnu, obviously sacrificing himself and giving himself a little bit of a redemption arc there at the end.
You both make wonderful points. And you're both right. But what about when the bird appears? I think, Emma, I'm gonna have to go a little bit on Sierra's side because I think I have the sacrificing himself person in a different section coming up as well. So when we get to important and iconic scene, I think that's where that's going to land for me.
Okay.
So I'm going to give my slight vote over to Rumi deciding to embrace. But I could
Well, then so will I. I think that because I do think that's more powerful too. I agree. I was just trying to say something different.
Oh, you're so great.
I was trying to be different. No, I agree.
Great.
I agree with you guys too.
Okay.
How Mira of you.
I don't know if that's to me or Emma, but thank you.
Emma, for trying to be different.
I know you just lost a hand, both of you, because I won with the bird. But, listen up. It's the I am your father category for most iconic character moment.
Derpy knocking over the plant. I will take no arguments or broker any questions at this time.
Yeah, that's hard. I think for me, it's the one and only dialogue line that Baby Saja has on the game show when he leans back and goes "goo goo gaga," and that to me just is like everything to me.
I really could go either way on both of those. I think I have one other to put in there, and it's not an honorable mention. It's the winner for sure. Have you guys considered when the bird appears?
Mine is pretty much
very bird oriented.
Pretty much that answer. It is when the bird appears. Slightly. But it's just not focused on the bird.
When you put Derpy knocking over the plant, that got me hook and sinker. I did not think, Emma, that you would be able to come up with anything else that would beat it. And man, does that tie it for me. Because that is an incredible moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
so good.
So excellent.
Everybody
or Abby's
down.
Or Abby's shirt. Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Go, no, do it, go.
Or Abby's shirt flaring up in the wind every time he like walks by and then is like, yeah, that one's always looking at me.
Oh, incredible.
So good. Just the popcorn eyes. Everybody, sit down. It's time for our I Am Iron Man. Most iconic and most important scene category. Here is where I would put Jinnu sacrificing himself for Rumi and to defeat Kuima. I just think that whole sequence of the beam coming towards Rumi and then it doesn't reach her and he's there and their dialogue in that moment is very sweet and it's a very pure moment, I feel. And then he disappears and then she draws his soul as her sword, and it's fantastic.
Okay, I'll come up with something else, and I'll say the moment when Mira and Zoe both break out of the curse and sing along to This Is What It Sounds Like gave me goosebumps the first time I watched it. And then when they harmonize for the first time in that first rendition of the chorus, that one for me was like, okay.
I really like that. I've seen a number of people say this, and I am inclined to agree. They go, how is everybody so excited about Golden when what it sounds like is right there?
For real.
I know.
For real,
it's
though.
So good.
It's incredible.
It's so powerful.
It is the one that gives me chills every single time.
Yeah. The moment that they give to harmonize and they pause in like a way better version than 5 Golden Rings is just incredible. I got blank stares from both of you.
No,
That's a
I only
Christmas
thought
song
of the
reference.
I only thought of the Muppets one where with Miss Piggy every time she sings that one.
Incredible. I'm so glad that joke went super well. Both of those scenes are really great. I do have something else to put forward to you. I think if you were to go back I hate you so much. Man, that really got me. I think if you were to go back to earlier in the movie, there's a moment here that is just as important and just as iconic as either of the two scenes that you've mentioned. Have you considered when the bird appears? No? Because I think that's the winner for all 3 of those sections. It's the most iconic, it's the most important, it's the most iconic and important scene. The bird doesn't even have to do anything, it just has to appear. Fine, it's all good. As a bonus, everybody, per our usual categories, we are reaching deep into the archives to find that Camino isn't there. It's our Jack Sparrow did what? Category for deleted scenes that make a major impact on the story. Sierra, what deleted scene was there in this movie?
There was an aquarium date and potentially a kiss. You can see some of the animation and storyboarding for said aquarium date where Rumi and Genu would have met up for another time and would have spoken more and gotten closer and all of those things, but they ended up not putting it in the movie.
Dang, that sucks.
I know. It would have been cute.
I think the reason why I'm angriest about this is because their dates are all facilitated by the bird, and I want more bird in this movie. Excellent. Well, good. I'm glad that was there. What a crazy little tidbit to put in. I'm glad they maybe kissed? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Well, there was, so I believe that the backstory of it was that they ended up not putting a kiss in the movie because they took the aquarium date out, and because then it would have made their relationship feel more rushed. Yeah. And so they wanted to have it slowed down, and so they removed another time of them interacting one-on-one so that it didn't feel on that pace. And so they didn't want to put the kiss in, so they took the date out / vice versa. They went together.
Amazing.
I will say, too, there were several songs that got cut, and I wish they hadn't. Because I would have taken as many more as possible that EJ had to give us. And unfortunately, there were a few that got cut. And I think one of them actually was like a roomy, like sad solo ballad of like embracing and really understanding like the breakdown of her patterns and then the embracing of it, supposedly. I could be wrong, but that's what I think I read, and that would have been great.
So what I'm hearing is that we need them to release a EP of the additional songs that they cut out.
We need to release all of them. Yeah.
One of the things that
Release
I think
the
they were
songs.
release the songs. One of the things that I think they're genuinely missing from like a musical perspective is a duet with Celine and Rumi at the beginning and a duet with Rumi and Celine at the end. Both
with
you
the
know
bars.
Rumi being hook sinker, following all the different rules, kind of feeling self-conscious about it, watching her cover up her patterns and trying to be happy and good about it, and then at the end her breaking out of that. I think even if you don't have Celine for any other scenes, having 2 songs with her would have been extremely impactful for the story.
That would have been really interesting. Well, it's so interesting actually that you brought that up, because now I'm thinking like, obviously they sing in this movie their songs, which classify yes, which classifies it right as a musical. But I wouldn't consider this a musical, not with like with the sound of the songs, and like it's definitely not a theater. Like it's very rooted in K-pop and K-pop traditions and K-pop sound, and I think that that's what's so interesting about it too. Is like, until you said that, I did not think this was a musical at all.
Yeah. Well, and and I think the main reason is that, we have, you go back like 30, 40, 50 years, and there's a lot more movies where it's an orchestral background where the action music doesn't have words to it. Now we have a lot of action with songs that are, have actual lyrics to it. And what they've done is they've taken those songs and just replaced it with their main characters singing it. So it doesn't feel like we're actually in a musical. It feels like, oh, this is just the normal soundtrack going on. It just happens to be sung. With the exception of maybe Soda Pop, which I feel like is a genuine like musical number that comes out. I don't mean the group. So I mean like the actual song when they sing it feels like a musical number to me.
Nobody else was thinking of the group when you said Soda Pop.
Lovely. Sounds like that. Anyways, super embarrassed. Moving on.
No. I'm sorry.
Keep your horses safe. It's the I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse category of best lines. Fit check for my napalm era.
I gotta say, this is by far my favorite lyric out of any of them. I'm just obsessed with it.
It's so addicting.
It's so good.
I'm walking around my house all the time saying that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Saying, I almost did it and then I got embarrassed.
But I need your take on that to live on the internet forever.
Okay, wait, let me try to do it. Fit check for my napalm era.
Yes!
That's so good.
Yes!
That was amazing.
Oh, that was great.
I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
So
good. Excellent.
The internet loves this, and the internet is never wrong.
That's a great line from the manager.
Bobby.
All
right. Choo choo.
That was fantastic.
That's when she's getting made fun of her pajamas, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
When Ginu's like,
but first,
trained.
We need to talk about those pants. Teddy bears and teddy bears and trains. Choo choo.
Oh my gosh. Play games
Another
with us.
Ginu. Yes.
Oh, it is so
and
fun.
I also didn't know how to put in his maniacal giggling as they're running away as a line, but I think that should be qualified.
That's too good.
The leather has betrayed us.
That's when they're going down the slides, right? Into the ball pit. And
What is the fanboy that they turn to in this crowd during this scene when he's like watching them come down and he's like, yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
He is my favorite.
It's the same one who ends up like ripping his shirt off to be Saja Boys underneath. Yeah. Who can do that? Magicians, demons, obviously demons.
Zoe had so many cute little one-liners. Like
absolutely.
The one where they're coming to sit down at the meet and greet and she's like, I don't want to sit next to it. And then, which one is it? I think it's a mystery that sits down and she's like, what's up?
What's up?
Why does the bird wear a tiny hat? I made it for the tiger, but the bird keeps stealing it.
If we were picking a winner, I'd throw all my weight behind this, as you
That is
both
that
know
one.
at this point.
And then away from the humorous lines and into the more impactful ones. Why couldn't you love me? I do. All of me.
Yeah.
That is so good.
I wanted to set you free. You did. You gave me my soul back. And now I give it to you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Another good one.
It is so much better than any love confession could have been. Like, I love you means like literally nothing compared to I give you my soul. Like, that's incredible. For a kid's movie.
Pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. I'd put it right up there with I love you. I know.
Or I love you. It'll pass.
Oof. Oh, that was a good one too. That's a great one. Yeah.
Get me back on here to talk about Fleabag someday.
Absolutely.
I could talk for a long
I love
time.
Fleabag. Fleabag's great. Another thing that Sierra's never seen, and we will never have time to do any of this fun stuff.
Shoot.
I gotta say, the one thing about doing this is we don't have time for anything else when we're doing podcasting stuff. So we're like, it's been Star Wars and Stranger Things since April of last year. That's all we've done.
So Emma, I found K-pop during this pod. Do you know how difficult it has been to not fully fall into the K-pop hole?
Yeah. Wait, who did you find? I have to know.
Stray Kids.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hook, line, sinker, all the way, 100%.
Who's your bias?
Felix.
Yeah.
Although a bias line is forming, and I'm kind of upset about it.
Okay. Who?
Hyunjin.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that Han was going to be in it for a little while, but I'm becoming very Minsung
interesting.
shipping.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I'm betraying Lino.
No.
But I also feel like Han and I are like the same person. So there's that.
Han is perfect. Han is so perfect. I love Han Ji-sung. He's so cute.
He's so amazing.
He's so cute. Sam has fallen asleep.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm watching Kingdom Legendary War right now. For the first time, and it's very exciting.
Dear Lord, Sierra!
You are invested. Look at that. Look at that collection.
We love an invested woman.
You want to see? I'll show you my BTS bathroom. I'll send a video of my BTS bathroom. My roommates and
Listen, Sierra, whatever it is that you think that bathroom looks like is not what the bathroom looks like.
I'm very excited.
It's incredible. We have spent a lot of time and money on it.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say most of these are from a used place. So there was
even better, actually.
Nothing in them.
Yeah, it's called thrift book shopping. It's great.
Sad.
I gotta say,
all the fun stuff though.
Emma, when you say we've spent a lot of time and money on the bathroom, I think it's important that you fulfill the rest of the context of that sentence, which is the where that it was spent at.
A lot of time and a lot of money at McDonald's.
Now I know what this bathroom is going to look like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I know. I'm very excited. I'm even more excited than I was
It's
before.
even more intense than you think it's going to be.
You have no idea.
I'm so excited.
I haven't eaten... We haven't been able to eat at McDonald's since, by the way. It's impossible to eat there now.
I know, same with me. I've gone through sympathy withdrawal. Not really. Okay, so you may think that I'm going to discuss how the best line is the bird chirping, but you would be wrong. The best line is not in English. It's also not in Korean. You might be sitting there, dear listener-schmishners, and thinking, why is Sam doing a little soap-op moments about his best line thing? Because it is the best thing you will see all day. I want you all at some point to open up whatever social media thing you want to and search the term Italian Zoe. Because the Italian version of K-pop Demon Hunter has the best line of any of them. When they're sitting in the plane and they're eating, and those demons come out, and they're like, oh, shoot, it's the demons, and they're all mad. And Zoe has that mouthful of fries moment. It's way better in Italian than it is in English. So everybody go and watch that. That's the best line, even though we're not picking winners. But that is it! I will hear no further questions. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please now board the TARDIS. We are going to be exploring the what-ifs of this universe with our Get Out category. What are the biggest what-ifs provided by this movie? I've got 3 that I'll just throw at you all at once, and we can discuss kind of en masse. What if Rumi is killed by Celine? What if Rumi isn't accepted by Zoe and Mira, and they lose? What if Rumi joins Guima?
I'm inclined to say the first 2, and especially the second, just wouldn't happen. Because they love her so much. They love her enough to look past the patterns. So I just don't think that there is one in which Zoe and Mira wouldn't accept her at some point.
So if you're Marvel and I'm pitching you a what if episode, you would just go,
No.
nope.
Throwing it out. Thank you. Next. Yeah.
Okay, but there's no... So I understand with Zoe and Mira for sure. I think there's a lot of contextual evidence to say like this just literally was never in the cards. But you don't think there's an ounce of Celine that is like, oh my gosh, she doesn't want to work for this Hanmoon that I've been working for forever. She's going to continue to be demon. This is her dad coming out. I'm going to kill her before she ruins the whole world.
I certainly think that could be a possibility, especially considering I think Celine appears to have a fear of demons that the girls don't seem to have. Which could be, you know, I don't know, I'm almost like newer generation thinking about things that aren't as scary as older generations think they are. And I think that Celine's sense of duty would certainly cause her to do that. And I think that was the fear that she had in place from the very beginning, having to raise Rumi, having to tell her to cover things up. I think that if Rumi did come into a moment where it seemed like maybe she's going to accept this demon part of herself, I think Celine would have a sense of, I have to do what I am supposed to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. What if Rumi joins Guima, though? And was like,
I don't know how much that would
happen.
No.
I mean, I don't think that it would happen like that. I think the only way that Guima could really tempt Rumi with going to the demon world would be if he claimed to have information about her father. Because Celine has clearly not told her anything, if anything at all. And so if we have any information about, you know, I know who your father was or something like that, or I can take you to him or anything like that, potentially Rumi could temporarily join forces in order to find out that information. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that would necessarily impact Guima's current plan, which just seems to be to absorb as many souls as possible and to stop the Hanmoon from reforming so that the demons can spread throughout the human world. At some point, then there's no humans and it's all just demons, so it seems a slightly short-sighted plan. But see, most villains don't have long-term goals.
I think we're... Yeah, that's true. Me get power, then nothing. No, I think that we're moving towards a sequel here where at the very end of it, sort of like in an Empire Strikes Back or Stranger Things sort of way where things are now cascading into it being sort of bad, we've got Rumi agreeing to go down to the demon world, whether it's to save Jinu or to get answers about her father, or because Guima has offered her something that the powers that be up above cannot, which is like, all right, you want a chance to learn and to actually save these demons? Come join us, or else you'll never see anything like this. And I think that's where we're headed. But I really hope that they don't try and overplay, oh, is Rumi gonna join the demons? Like, it could be fine if Zoe and Mira were like, what is she doing? But the audience knows that it's all for good. But I don't want a situation like with Lucas in season 4 of Stranger Things, where you're like, will he join the psychopath basketball men? Oh, no, he won't. And like, that was just kind of not my favorite storyline. So I hope they don't do that with Rumi.
Yeah. I don't know. I back in September, I wrote Britt and our other friend my plot for the sequel to K-Pop Demon Hunters. Maybe this is the time to read it.
On Patreon. You guys can find this on Patreon. Sierra will record it and we'll put it there. So when we finally do roll out our Patreon, which you'll see on social media when we finally do that, it will be there and you guys will hear it.
Perfect.
Yes.
Excellent.
My what if? What if Genu followed through on the plan and didn't sabotage Huntrix?
It wouldn't happen. Throw it away.
My favorite answer. I think this one is interesting because I think that obviously we know the sabotage was the catalyst for everybody in Rumi's life finding out who she actually is. I think they would have actually won the Idol Awards.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the honeymoon would probably have been sealed, or at least would have gotten like 99% there, you know? Like, I feel like, because that was their end goal. That was, if we perform golden at the Idol Awards, the honeymoon will be sealed.
Right.
So I think that if they were able to do that, it would happen, but I just feel like there would be something that she's missing there that would, you know, eventually become her secret getting out in another way. And I don't think that, like, I don't know what that looks like, but I don't think that it would be just sealed, all is well, her secret is safe.
Right.
See, I think what happens is, I think this is going to lead to Rumi's almost demise, where it succeeds, the whole mood closes, and she starts to fade like all the other demons. And it would take Rumi and Zoe being like, no, we love all of her, and Celine being like, you cannot stop this from happening. Like, this sucks, but you gotta let this go. And Zoe and Mira being like, absolutely not, and breaking it open, and then them being like, we've got to fight for something different. So I think it's a very similar ending, but I think the emotional stakes are actually a little bit better.
I actually really like that.
Yeah. I'm a great writer, turns out. As a writer who never struggles, Emma. No, I'm kidding.
I had no idea.
Wow. I had no idea, Sam, that you were a writer. Oh, okay, cool. It's me giving Emma a furious face for the audio only fans, which are everybody.
Next category. Everyone off the stage. Cue Gandalf. Questions that need answering. Is Genu really dead?
It's the only thing worth asking.
Mm-hmm. What about the other Saja boys?
Okay, that's a good question too.
And how exactly does this new honeymoon work, and how is it different from the old one?
All right. I stand corrected. These are all good questions. There's more than just, is Genu dead? But is Genu dead is huge, right? It's kind of there's going to be a sequel. He's going to be back. He's not actually dead. This is silly, but he's not dead, right? We're all in agreement.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of feel like he should be dead.
You come into my podcast. No, I'm kidding.
And defy you. I really, really like Genu, and I love Genu and Rumi. I wish that we had gotten so much more of them. But I feel like unless... See, and this is also trying to answer, like, what is this new honeymoon? Is the new honeymoon, did it kill Grima, or did it just put him back down in the demon world? And in that case, then maybe Genu's soul is still there. I do think, like, but can we get it back? I don't know about that.
I think Grima is going to end up being like Oogie Boogie in A Nightmare Before Christmas, where he's just filled with the souls of everybody else. So as soon as you sort of split open the seam of his fire, it's going to be like,
well, in that
sort of
case,
Hercules-esque, where all the souls come out.
What I think is there's a really dark moment in this movie that often gets overlooked, and it's the part where the newscaster is talking about all of these missing people, and it's showing the wall of missing persons posters. And so you have so many people who are dying and getting their souls taken. Like, did they come back at the end too? Did their souls get released? I don't think so. So like, all of these people are just dead. That's like so crazy dark, we think.
Yeah.
So I guess if they can come back somehow, then I suppose Genu probably could as well.
Would you be more satisfied with a new boy for Rumi in a sequel?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I
think that's the point for me, too. I think that they put up too much emotional capital into Genu and Rumi's relationship. And so if you're going to have a sequel, there has to be a way to get him back.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Adam Driver could create that movie, and then we could get, instead of the hunt for Ben Solo, we can get the hunt for Genu.
No. So because we've done some fan theories, there was one fan theory that I saw. So it does appear that, so this part is not fan theory. It does appear that Rumi creates her new sword out of Genu's soul as he releases it to her at the end. And then she uses the sword to then attack Guima. Kill, ? Whatever. There are some people who then listen to the continued song of what it sounds like and hear an echo that almost sounds like Genu singing. Mm. People have detected that it is just, how do you say her name again?
Celine?
EJ?
Oh, EJ.
EJ. So people have detected that it is just one of EJ's many, many vocal qualities that is just layered underneath. But that would be very fascinating if he's like living on as part of her / part of her
song
weaponry, I suppose.
How beautiful. Yeah. That's so interesting.
And if that is the case, rather than him being somewhere else, then potentially they could find a way to like extract him from there. Whether or not it is him singing.
Right. Yeah. I like that.
I have the most important question here, which is, when will we get a bird and cat spinoff?
If this was produced by Disney, we would have multiple shorts by now.
Yeah.
Right? And also, like, this would be like Penguins of Madagascar. This would be that, right?
Yes.
Certainly. Maybe someday. We'll see.
They need a few cinematic shorts for sure.
Rip open that candy wrapper and show us your golden ticket. It's the Veruca Salt Award for piece of memorabilia we really, really, really need.
I need a Funko Pop burb. That's it. Just the burb. I don't need Derpy. I love Derpy, but I just need the burb. That's it.
Would like the tiny hat.
But it's animated, Sierra, so you're not gonna be able to pick it up.
Yes, make me a 3D version
I see.
of the tiny hat.
Okay.
That's what I want.
And I would really like a series of small figures of the Soulja Boys to be put in all of the McDonald's Happy Meals for the next 4 months, that I can go and spend a lot of money on to collect them all, like I have done before.
BTS. All right, great. Dust off that card deck and get ready to shuffle. It's our Joker category for who is the MVP of this movie. I think there's maybe just one answer.
Mm-hmm. It's Derpy / Sussy, and we will not be taking questions at this time.
No.
None.
Yeah. They are so iconic. There are balloons for them at this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
That makes me
I love that
so happy.
much.
I saw that they were practice flying today. I was like, wow. Incredible.
That's so good.
Right there with Snoopy and, all the good things.
Pikachu.
And Pikachu. Yeah. Today's public service announcement is, don't trust fire ever. It can burn down your house, burn up your favorite stuffed animal, and also eat the souls of everyone you know and love. So go out and buy that fire extinguisher today.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, listener schmissners, for listening to this episode of Fandom Schmandom. If you'd like to discuss this episode or any other episode we've done, please hit us up on our social media channels. You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at Fandom Schmandom Pod and on X at Fandom_Schmandom.
And a huge big thanks to our guest, Emma Mayer, for coming in today. Emma, really, it was a big pleasure having you.
It was such a pleasure being here. Thank you.
Oh, great. And thank you again for braving the late night of the East Coast world that you are on.
It's just getting started, really.
Is there anything that you would like to plug anywhere that we can follow you?
Yeah, follow my Bookstagram at Emma M. Shelf. Instagram on TikTok. And that's about it.
Excellent. Well, head there, people, and give her a follow. Please also don't forget to rate and review us if you liked the episode. It really helps with the algorithm placing us and other like-minded schmissioners out there. And with that, we're out, y'all.
Don't forget to tip your hat-stealing birds.
And fare thee well!
Fandom Schmandom was created by Sam Williams and Sierra Obermark. The show is produced by Aurelia Lieb. The editor is Brittany Fisher. The music is by Jeremiah Alves.
This podcast is full of spiders! I mean spoilers. It's full of spoilers! A group of singers has protected the world with their song. Powering... Wait, you wrote this. What is it supposed to be? Is it powering the Hanmoon? Good. What did I say the first time? Powered by?
Powered by.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. My bad. You think I could read? I'm an English teacher. It's fine.
Trying to throw me under the bus.
I'm sorry. Okay. Now, Britt, I'm going back 3 more words, and every time I mess up, it's even further back until we start the whole podcast over. Here we go. To great enthusiasm from adoration of crowds. That's not how you say that at all.
Wait, you said kill them? Just made me think of Emperor's New Group. I'm going to kill them!
Absolutely, yes. Sorry, Emma, you're at the front seat of our stupidity.
No, I love this. This is so fun.
Our tagline is basically, if we entertain you a fraction of the amount we entertain ourselves. We're doing well.
They continue to connect. Oh, no. Wait, I've got to... It sounds like I'm saying Derpy and Sussy are the ones connecting. And, wait. Here we go. Brett, 1, 2, 3. Nope, I forget what their names are. Ginu and Rumi. There it is. Here we go. Thank you, Sierra. Okay. And Rumi and Ginu can... And Rumi... Now I've got the giggles. It's okay. I got this.
And the Saja boys steal the hearts of more and more people, which means... Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Correct. You wrote this! Yes, it works that time! Ridding the world of Nope. Ridding the world and Ginu of Guima. And Rumi of her... Nope. Alright, I see the sentence. My bad. Ridding the world of Ginu of... Ridding the world... I didn't realize I'd be nervous in front of you, Emma. I'm like, no, there's a person here now!
Am I the first guest on the podcast?
First guest that we've cared about, certainly.
Oh, how kind.
That we've cared about.
Who was the last one?
Well, we've got my friend Garrett on as an expert. And we've got Aurelia, who's been on. And of course, we care about them, right?
Okay, yes, of
you're
course.
the first, guest.
Got it.
We've got an expert and we've had the producer on. So you are our first guest. Yes,
cool,
for sure.
Cool.
But yeah, I can mess up in front of Garrett and Aurelia, no problem.
I'm honored.
Now I'm like...
You can mess up in front of me, too. It's okay.
Sure. Be professional, Sam.
I just will never forget it. That's all.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Okay. Rumi runs to Celine, her stand-in proxy mama, and coach.
We can take that out because we did end up explaining earlier.
You're right. Rumi runs to Celine and begs her to... Sorry, the line moved on me right then. Okay. I didn't realize you were going to delete it. A short time later, when they're all wearing glasses to show how time has moved on. That's an inside joke from our Stranger Things pod, Emma.
Okay.
To show that time has passed.
To show that time has passed. Everyone's wearing glasses suddenly. Okay.
My K-pop journey is still mostly BTS, although I have dabbled in some other groups, both of the girl and boy form. But is that a weird way to put that?
I think it was the transition from dabbled into and like the slowdown.
The
like,
girl
and I have
and boy
dabbled
form
into both the
right.
girl and boy forms.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wink.
Let me go back.
Quite the huge. Oh my god! What I'm trying to say? Like, not get the ball rolling, but it's been a tidal wave of.
Oh,
Or like
right.
snowball effect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to go on all of our podcasts. You don't have to be a guest. You just have to sit there and give us what we're trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a producer of words.
Yeah. Almost like a writer?
Yeah, you're going to be a writer.
Huh.
But you're just going to Keira Knightley it with signs.
Yeah.
It's
Just a
carolers. Again? It's the 18th podcast in a row where it's carolers.
Oh, man.
Pause on the podcast as we look stuff up. This is the song that I sing when Sierra does the stuff. Not at all. This is the first time I've done this. I do normally sing random songs. Mainly to do with fandom's random.
Prequel in how...
It was just a really funny sound. It sounded
That
like
my
you were
elf.
a raccoon jumping on a trash can lid. Jumping, sorry. All right, Sierra, go for it.
You know,
Emma, wait, actually, sorry. Sierra, I gave you yeah, go for it, and then immediately it was like red light.
Okay.
Cool, go for it, Sierra. Wait! I'm kidding, I'm sorry.
keep your horses safe. It's the I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse category of best lines.
You've gone, you hit it there a couple of pods.
I went too bad.
Then you've gone like Batman. I'm gonna make him an offer.
I know, I can't do it. I'm gonna redo it. Okay, here we go. Ready? It's
I
the
wanted
lip.
to make fun
it's
of you
all
on
in the
podcast.
lip.
It is. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. That was great.
Keep it. I mean, it had the tone.
Thanks, I appreciate your pity.
That's what I'm here for.